Yo, what is going on, everybody? So welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. So in today's video, I'll be talking about Hope Solo calling out Megan Rapinoe for being a bully to other U.S. women's national team players. So before we get started in today's video, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button to help me rank up on YouTube and for the algorithm to help push out my new videos. Also, consider hitting the subscribe button with the notification bell on so you guys be instantly notified when I upload a new video or multiple videos. Also, follow if anyone is interested in getting my Philly Sports Podcast merch, my Teespring store will be linked down below in the description, so go cop yourself some merch. Also, follow my podcast series, Sports Talk Podcast, every Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll put the playlist link down below in the description. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at Philly Podcast YT and Instagram at Philly Sports 97. And, follow my TikTok at Philly Sports 97 as well for more additional content or updates to the channel. So with that being said, let's hop right into it. So, obviously, 24 hours ago, Hope Solo, who was the former U.S. Women's National Team's goalkeeper, racked up a lot of accolades throughout her professional soccer career. I'm not going to get really right into it, but as you guys read the title and thumbnail, this is where she calls out the Megan Rapinoe, who's the most controversial soccer player for the U.S. Women's National Team, and I can understand why people share the hate that she gets. So I'm going to read you some quotes that she's given, especially in the New York Post. So basically, she's saying, she said, well, before I get into the quotes, I'm going to read a few paragraphs from the New York Post. It says, quote, Hope Solo is no longer a member of the U.S. Women's National Team, but she doesn't appear to be thrilled the way things have operated over the past few years. In particular, she has taken issue with Megan Rapinoe's political activism, saying the star player, quote-unquote, bullied her teammates into kneeling for the national anthem before games. She says, and I quote, I think the rhetoric surrounding this team has been both divisive and inclusive. Pardon me, guys. I guess it's kind of where we are in politics in this day and age. Solo said in an interview with Gold.com. She goes on to say, I think the kneeling can be very divisive. I've seen Megan Rapinoe almost bully players into kneeling because she really wants to stand up for something in her particular way. And so basically, what Hope Solo is saying, or basically she's basically calling out Megan Rapinoe for being a bully, or basically a bully to her other teammates on the women's national team. I'm really not going to get into like the political side of things with Megan Rapinoe, so you guys can probably Google it yourselves, and you can understand why she gets the hate that she gets. Obviously, the only the number of issues that her and like Rapinoe and some other women's national team members or players made it a habit of kneeling before games. And mostly Megan Rapinoe has kind of been outspoken on number of issues, including obviously politics. Not going to get into that. Equal pay in sports. However, one of the bigger stars, Delaran's own Carly Lloyd, has not kneeled for the national anthem. Now, basically, Megan Rapinoe wants she really wants to she wants to stand out in the vision of her way of things. Obviously, kind of like Hope Solo said, basically she almost wants to bully them into basically kind of just Say, okay, if you're not going to do this, or like basically, stand up with this for me, kind of being kind of a little bit manipulative, and that's kind of where um, Hope, well, I'm not saying, Hope she didn't say she was manipulative, but the way that she's kind of describing it and the way that Megan Rapinoe is doing things on the, kind of bullying, kind of tends to people believe that she's like a manipulative person behind, on the women's national team. Obviously, we all, obviously, obviously we all, with Megan Rapinoe, part of the LGBTQ community, obviously, basically, has come out. You should say, she's also dating Sue Bird, who's one of the a big basketball player only for the like, and all that. But like I said, I'll link some of these articles below, so you guys, will get to the full picture of where Hope Solo wants to basically, really show a different side to Megan Rapinoe, and I can understand why people basically hate Megan Rapinoe for being the kind of person that she is. And look, I get it that she gets the hate that she gets, but and at the same time, Megan Rapinoe tends to like to cross the line a little bit. So this doesn't really surprise me to see that she's getting even now probably going to get even more hate because of different of these of Hope Solo coming out and basically accusing her of being a bully to the other women's national team members. Like it's it's basically it's just I don't find that really shocking that Megan Rapinoe is kind of getting wrapped up in this controversy, which is really not that surprising. But you have your former women's national team goalkeeper coming out and basically accusing you of being a bully, being manipulative to your other teammates. It's like, oh, stand up with this for me and all that, and kind of get them wrapped up in the controversy, which doesn't make any goddamn sense at all. But I don't know. I don't know what to think of this right now. But I kind of do see where. And I understand why people want to, do what Megan Rapinoe wants to do. I mean, so far according to the New York Post, there has really been no reports of any backlash for the players who have chosen not. I mean, why would there be? Because, and I think this is, you can also send this back to the Colin Kaepernick situation. When Kaepernick. When Colin Kaepernick of the San Francisco, and I'm going to make this reference too. So basically, when Colin Kaepernick, kneeled for the national anthem, to fight the social injustice here in the United States, and I kind of feel like that's where that kind of stems, and I know that's where it stems from, and I really don't want to get into the political side of things, but I can, now with Megan Rapinoe kind of doing the things that she does, and with Hope like I said before, with Hope Solo coming out, basically, calling her a bully, being, not saying she never called her manipulative, but the way that she does, it's like the way she's going about it, it's very manipulative. Like, this is why I kind of feel like. This is why Megan Rapinoe gets the backlash that she gets. Other content creators like myself really. Like I said, other content creators have covered, talked about Megan Rapinoe before. That's not sports related, but with obviously, Megan Rapinoe is all over the news. It's like, that's like a video in on itself. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think, Megan Rapinoe, or do you think, or basically, or the question is, do you think Hope Solo is right about Megan Rapinoe? But with that being said, this is Robert from the Philly Sports Podcast. I'll see you guys in the next video.